Valentine's Day, the celebration of love and lust, something that seems so innocent but is actually very dark. Yes, in this video, I will talk about the true origins of Valentine's Day and why it is such an evil festival that we should not celebrate. I always knew that Christmas, Halloween, and Easter were pagan holidays, but I never focused my attention on Valentine's Day. I never celebrated it, but didn't see it as something so dark either until I started to look into this just after this year's Valentine's Day. The information on the slide says Lupercalia was an ancient pagan festival held each year in Rome on February 15th. Although Valentine's Day shares its name with the martyred Christian saint, some historians believe that the holiday is actually an offshoot of Lupercalia. Unlike Valentine's Day, however, Lupercalia was a bloody, violent, and sexually charged celebration awash with animal sacrifice, random matchmaking, and coupling in hopes of warding off evil spirits and infertility. The um, the information, so this should already be ringing alarm bells since anything associated with pagan is demonic. Here is an overview of the whole celebration. I'm not going to read it, but I just want to bring your attention to the bottom, where it says that men and women were coupled together. Now, this is not as innocent as it sounds. It wasn't a little innocent pairing game, but had to do with sex. Now, here's more information on the festival. However, I want to bring your attention to the fact that this festival's main purpose was to ward off evil spirits. Protection from evil spirits cannot be achieved by partaking in these rituals, but only by praying to Yahuwah, our Creator. Also, the part at the bottom of the slide says that they were not coupled as husband and wife, but as temporary lovers that shared a night together during the celebration. Can you imagine how abominable this act is to Yahuwah? I mean, Yahweh already says in the Bible that we should not commit fornication, which is what it is. And not only do they do it out of wedlock, but with multiple partners each year based on random selection. They were probably full of evil spirits because of that. And the last thing I want to mention is that this festival has connections with other gods, like Juno and Lupa. So celebrating this can also break the commandment of not serving other gods besides Yahuwah. The most annoying excuse is when people think that because they are not celebrating it with the intention of doing these rituals, it nullifies the wickedness that comes with it. It doesn't matter if you are doing it intentionally or not, or if you knew it was wrong. Wrong is wrong, doesn't matter the circumstance. Even if you didn't know it was wrong, it can still open doors for these spirits into your life. For as we know, these gods represent evil entities and are not just characters in mythology. Yahuwah does not want us to celebrate pagan festivals at all. It is an abomination. Look at Deuteronomy 12 verse 30 to 31. Take heed to yourself that you are not ensnared to follow them, after they are destroyed before you, and that you do not inquire after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? I also will do likewise. You shall not worship Yahuwah your Elohim in that way, for every abomination to Yahuwah, which he hates, they have done to their gods. For they burn even their sons and daughters in the fire to their gods. And do not think just because you're not celebrating it with the intention of honoring Yahuwah, like Christians do for Easter and Christmas, that it is still okay. Deuteronomy 4 verse 2 says that we should not add to the commandments of Yahuwah, and this celebration is not in the Bible but a worldly festival. Ephesians 5 verse 3 to 7. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be named among you, as is fitting for saints. Neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor coarse jesting, which are not fitting, but rather giving of thanks. For this you know, that no fornicator, unclean person, no covetous man who is an idolater, has any inheritance in the kingdom of Yahushua and Yahuwah. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of these things the wrath of Yahuwah comes upon the sons of disobedience. Therefore do not be partakers with them. So next year at Valentine's Day, do not celebrate this feast like everyone else. We should not give any spirits of lust an opening into our lives.